My mic is muted. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you. I don't think you can see me. Let me fix that. More technical difficulties. Fun. Everyone. Okay, we are still experiencing some technical difficulties. My camera is not working. I'm not sure why, but we're gonna continue along. If it starts working throughout the stream, that would be great. But just as if we're a little bit over 15 minutes, I'm gonna keep trucking along, and you can, I think, hear me. My apologies again, but welcome to Global Hack Week. This week, we are focusing on APIs. It's been a lot of fun. I just did my first stream. We're running until November 13th, and I hope you all have had a great time this week so far, too. Okay, so welcome to day 3 of API week. I'm glad to have everyone here. And glad to be about halfway through API week. I hope you have had fun so far. But before we get into everything we've done and what we're looking forward to this upcoming day, you can meet me. My name is Gabriella. If you have not met me already, I'm a coach here at Major League Hacking. I'm also a software engineer. I should say software engineer instead of software engineering, but I guess both are accurate. And outside of tech, I'm obsessed with rug tufting. I love like yarn crafts in general. They're a lot of fun. But enough about me. Let's get into Global Hack Week. I'm curious how everyone's day 2 for Global Hack Week went. I personally had a great time. I just came off of the part 1 of my postcard generator stream. We're working with the Google Maps API, and it was a lot of fun. But enough about my stream. Let's look at what some of the other coaches did for their streams for Global Hack Week. Y'all explored design with Figma in dev mode. This is a clip from that. It looks like you were doing some hackathon-related design and development. This looks like a lot of fun. I definitely want to check out dev mode. I love UI design. This seems like a cool stream to check out, see some new capabilities in Figma. You also successfully hosted a website on an ESP32. This was, I think, a 4-part series, and it looked like it was a lot of fun. Definitely, y'all were learning a lot throughout this series. And here is a little snip with UT going through your server in Python. So I don't know if any of y'all were able to join that. How did you like it? I'm curious to hear. And also, you began working on a postcard generator with yours truly. In Google Maps, we got about halfway through, and the second part will be happening later today at 3 p.m. Eastern. But not to get too far ahead of ourselves, Here's what's happening today. You can check out the schedule for all of Global Hack Week at ghw.mlh.io/schedule, where you have everything all set up and you can add things to your calendar, register, make sure you're registering for your attendance at all items for Global Hack Week throughout the entire week. So you're eligible to win any swag or any of the challenges that are going on. But here is what's going on in the schedule. So for first thing, right after this Today in Global Hack Week stream, you can join Vincent to build your own mini integrator at 1 p.m. Eastern or 11:30 p.m. IST. You'll be learning how to connect different apps and services together, just like Zapier or IFTTT. And then after that, you can join myself for the last part of the postcard generator with the Google Maps API at 3 p.m. Eastern or 1:30 in the morning. India Standard Time. We'll be finishing up our personalized digital postcards with locations from hackers just like you all across the world. And then after that, you can join Kari for part 2 of Document and Deploy Your Own API. That sounds like a very useful and interesting stream series. So be sure to join Kari at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, or if you're in India at 6:30 a.m. and be taking your API from a local deployment into production, which is super exciting. It's always cool to see things go into production. And then you can join Ryan Swift for MongoDB Vector Search 101. You'll be exploring vector search on MongoDB. MongoDB is another good database to be familiar with. And this will be taking place at 11 a.m. Eastern or 9:30 p.m. IST. And then lastly, if you want to check out what's going on in Global Hack Week for day 4, you can join Cecilia at 12 p.m. Eastern or 10:30 p.m. IST. That'll be exactly what we're doing today, but for tomorrow's stream lineup. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the challenges for this Global Hack Week. You can do that at ghw.mlh.io/challenges. If you want to work on any of the challenges that are also a part of Global Hack Week. In order to be eligible for some MongoDB swag, you need to complete at least one skill badge challenge. And this is what this looks like, the MongoDB swag with MLH. And also, if you're interested in demoing any of the projects you've been working on in tandem with the streams throughout Global Hack Week, you can do so by registering at mlh.link/GHW demo. And also, if you have any feedback on how the streams have been going or your overall experience at Global Hack Week, be sure to fill out our feedback form. We want to make sure that our future iterations of Global Hack Week can be the best versions of themselves and make sure that it's a great experience for everyone viewing all around the world. All right, that's all the content that I have for y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Again, my apologies for the technical difficulties. I wish I could be on screen for y'all, but I'm not sure what's going on with the camera. All right, can you give some ideas of projects you would like to see for the demos? So since it's API week, just anything to do with APIs and the skills you have learned throughout this week. I don't know like the entirety of the details for demoing just because I'm not running that this week, but I can check it out really quick to see what's going on. Okay. Yes, so it'll just be like different API related projects you've been working on for API week, and you'll be demoing those later this week, either at Today in Global Hack Week for days 5 or 6 or the closing ceremony. That'll be all related to APIs and API projects. Any other questions? Happy to answer any questions related to Global Hack Week or Major League Hacking in general. And also, I know that I didn't drop this in the chat earlier because of the technical difficulties, but I'm going to share the registration link so you're able to register your attendance at Global Hack Week for this session. Give y'all a few more minutes before we shut it off and head to the next session at Global Hack Week. But feel free to drop any questions in the chat. It looks like we have another comment related to demos. Some people are having a hard time to find a project to work on for this hack. I think just gain some inspiration from the different streams that you're watching throughout the week to see different types of APIs that you can use. And like I am like working on in my stream series, I'm doing a postcard generator just because I enjoy postcards and I think it's a fun thing. So just like think of like different aspects of your life and your hobbies that like you think you could digitize and maybe go through the different streams that are going on this week and see if there's any APIs that we're talking about that might be useful for your hack. All right. If there's no more questions, I think this is the end of the Today in Global Hack Week, Day 3. I'm excited to see y'all later for part 2 of making a postcard generator in Google Maps. And I hope you have a great time building your own mini integrator with Vincent right after the stream. See y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.